Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm so happy you're here for this Hannah's Somatic Education session. This for anyone, and specifically Phillies fans and players. Players, I hope you're listening. So today I want to focus on oblique muscles and the movements they do. Oblique muscles, when you have two sets on your sides, an internal oblique that's deeper in, an external oblique closer to the surface. If you use them bilaterally, meaning both sides together, they flex your trunk, bend it forward. Unilaterally, right internal and external obliques bend you to the right lateral flexion or to the left. If you use one external oblique and one internal oblique, they rotate your trunk. External turns you to the opposite side, internal turns you to the same side. And so even if that's the first time you've ever been introduced to your obliques, you can already see how those muscles, voluntary control over them, having the ability to contract them and release them at will, play an important part in twisting, right, to high five the person behind you because the Phillies just made another amazing play. Or if you're a player and, think about pitching and batting and all of the amazing movements they do to make all of those amazing plays on the field. So let's work with our oblique muscles. Have some props around, pillows, blankets, blocks, anything that you might use to support yourself so that you're comfortable. And remember, in this work, we always move in a comfortable range. We do not stretch, and we want to go only as far as we can go in our movement without forcing. We are working specifically with our brain and nervous system to help introduce new information into the sensory motor loop that allows us to regain a sense of muscles and the movements they do, as well as reset muscles that for whatever reason have become chronically tight. So you can take a moment, lie down, find a comfortable position. Breathe a little slower, a little deeper as a way of shifting your attention inwards. Do a scan of your body with your mind. Tune into your body. Notice all of the internal bodily sensations. We're going to start with the first two exercises of Thomas Hannah's Daily Cat. They are flexion and extension patterns of your spine. The first involves your low spine. And so we said that obliques help us to flex our trunk. So you'll be bilaterally using your obliques. On an inhale, arch your low back. That's done with muscles in your back. Exhale, slowly release. Exhale, flatten your back gently towards the floor. Inhale, slowly release. As you inhale and arch, put your attention on your back. Slowly release as you exhale. And then exhale, flatten, and put your attention on your abdomen, the contracting side of this movement. And as you inhale, slowly release. Pause, place your hands underneath your head. Now more of your spine participates, to the degree it's comfortable, in arch and curl. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, slowly release. Exhale, curl forward, bringing your elbows forward. Head comes forward because you're contracting your abdomen. And slowly release. Making your movement as smooth and easeful as you can. Inhale as you arch. Exhale, come out of your arch slowly. Curl forward, exhaling. Inhale, slowly uncurl. We'll do one more cycle. As you arch, your motor cortex is turning up the level of contraction and muscles in your back. In your slow release, your motor cortex is now decontracting and lowering the level. When you curl forward, a similar thing is happening with those flexor muscles in the front of your body. When you complete the movement you're in the midst of, pause. You can let your arms come down. Just take a moment to tune in and notice you may now have some new sensations. That's sensory feedback. It's a very important part of this work. So now please turn to lie on your right side. You can support your head with your arm or you can use a pillow. Your knees and hips are bent 90 degrees if you can, and we're going to be working with your oblique muscles. Left side oblique muscles, they bend you laterally to your left. Bring your left arm around the top of your head. You're not pulling on your head and neck. Your arm is there to support your head. What is going to be lifting your head are your oblique muscles as well as other muscles in the side of your body. Leave your knees touching and slowly start to pick your head up as you pick your left foot up. So your left thigh is internally rotating at your hip. Slowly release, let your head and your foot come down. Inhaling as you lift, going just as far as it's comfortable. Exhale as you release and come down. When you've completed about 3, pause. Turn gently onto your back. You can take a moment there if you want, and you may sense the effect of the movements in your left side. It could feel longer or broader, heavier, warmer. Working now with your right side, so come to lie on the left side of your body. Support your head, shape yourself like a chair that's lying on its side. Bring your right arm over, and 3 times slowly, inhale, lift your head and foot, leave your knees touching. Exhale, slowly release and come down. When you've completed, take a moment on your side, tune into the sensory feedback, those new internal bodily sensations, and then make your way onto your back. You can take a moment, scan into both sides, having done the movements with both sides of your body. And now we'll look at some movements where you're using external obliques on one side, internal obliques on the other to do rotational movements. Bring your arms up in front of you, palms touching. Imagine that you couldn't bend your elbows or move your hands. So we're going to be taking this steeple shape, your hands and arms side to side, and sometimes there's the tendency to want to get your hands to go farther, but in order to do that, we bend our elbow. And that allows a part of our body, namely scapula, to not need to figure out how to move again. We want the scapula to figure out how to move again. So keep your arms straight. Go just as far as you go comfortably, rolling your head and arms to one side. Notice you've rolled towards one shoulder. The other shoulder has come away from the floor. You're rotated a little in your upper body. Roll through center and then roll to the other side. Be gentle. Eleanor used to say, be thoughtful in your movement. Remember, it's about learning. There's a reason this is called Hannah's Somatic Education. It's about learning. And one thing you may learn here is that it's much easier to take your arms to one side than it is the other. That's just letting you know that there's a little bit of an imbalance. Knowing that it's there, you can then look for exercises that help you to regain balance. Okay, so now let your arms come down. See how it's comfortable for you to cross your right leg on top. And if this movement with one leg over the other is uncomfortable, feel free to do it with both feet on the floor. If your right leg is on top, take both knees to the right. So the weight of your right leg gently carries both legs right, but only as far as the left side of your body can allow. Don't pull. Come back to center. And then again, let both knees go into the pull of gravity to the right side of your trunk. And come back up. Now this time as you take your knees right, sweep your left arm up the floor, roll your head left. Bring your arm back down, knees to the center. Take your knees to the right, sweep your left arm up, head rolls left. You may notice your arm is rolling as it moves up the floor. And return to your neutral. Knees go right, left arm sweeps up, head rolls left, and come back to your neutral. Change sides. Let this new side be whatever it needs to be. Sides are often different. So avoid imposing something on this side. Just be present, be curious, and see what this side wants to reveal to you. Start by taking your two knees to the left and coming back to center. After a few times, add in your right arm. As your knees go left, your right arm sweeps up the floor, your head rolls right. And reversing out. Complete the movement you're in the midst of. I'm going to leave my left leg on top. If you noticed that it was easier to take your knees to the right, you could change legs, put your right leg on top. We work within our patterns. We go in the direction of ease, which is easier to do if we're working one-on-one. So just if you notice there was a direction of ease and it is with your right leg on top, change legs. Bring your arms up into that steeple shape. Take your arms and head a little to the right if your left leg is on top, and let your legs go left. Reverse directions if you're doing this to the other side. Come to center. And again, start the movement, arms and head go left, and then let your, right, and then let your knees go left. And come to the center. Taking your arms and head to your right, knees left. Coming back to center, change legs. Your legs go to the side of your top leg, your arms go the other way, and you start your movement with your arms and head because they don't weigh as much as your legs. So start your arms and head a little to your left, let your knees go right, and coming to center. Arms and head left. Knees right, wringing out the center of your body and coming to the middle. Come back to center. If your legs are crossed, uncross. Let your arms come down. Take a moment, tune in and feel the new sensations. Reach your arms out like a T. Roll your right arm down so your palm's more on the floor, left arm up so palm towards the ceiling. Roll your head gently left, your face is towards the palm up side. Take your knees to the right towards the palm down side so you're rotating the lower half of your trunk to the right. And now alternate. Rolling your arms, one palm up, one palm down. Turning your head to the palm up side, taking your knees to the palm down side. Do your movement with ease. If there's any discomfort in your lower back, you can see if having your feet wider apart helps you. You can also make your movement smaller. When you've completed about 3 cycles, pause your movements. If it's comfortable, you can lay your legs down. You're noticing what new internal bodily sensations you've created in doing the movements. You may feel flatter, broader, heavier, lighter. You may notice that your breathing has changed. It's slowed or deepened without you trying. You could feel calmer. You could feel more present. We're interested in noticing what's true for us. You don't need to judge whether it's good or bad. So let's do one last thing here. This is what Thomas called the Human X. It's a great movement series. You're going to have your legs straight if you can. Your legs and feet are a little wider apart. If you can, your arms come up so you're in this X shape. If you find that to reach your arm up over your head is uncomfortable in your shoulder, and for a lot of people it is, then you can do the movement with your arms at your side and just imagine reaching one shoulder up over your head. Your arms stay on the floor, and you're going to tune in to how intentionally moving your limbs affects your somatic center, and that your somatic center, good voluntary control, a good sense of your somatic center is vital in helping you to move your limbs freely. So starting in your X, gently reach your right arm way up over the top of your head and see if you notice that your left side is shortening. Your right side is getting to be long, your left side is contracting. And then just relax. Reach your right arm up. Notice that as your left side shortens, it's helping you to reach your right arm up. So what happens if you intentionally use those left obliques, shorten your left side a little more, and it actually helps you to reach a little further, and slowly let go. And one more time, reach your right arm way up over your head, stay in comfort, slowly release. Now reach your left leg down the floor, away from your head. Push out through your left heel and see if you notice that there's something contracting in your right side. And release. As you slide your left leg and heel down away from your head, your right side shortens. And if you intentionally shorten your right side more, you may notice your left leg goes even further down the floor. And release. Take your right arm up, tune into your left side contracting, release. Take your left leg down, tune into your right side contracting, and release. Right arm going up, release, left leg going down. Release and just tune in to the sensations you're noticing in that diagonal of your trunk, right shoulder to left hemipelvis. It might feel different than the other diagonal. So now when you're ready, take your right leg down the floor. Feel your left side shorten, even shorten your left side more to help you reach your right leg further down the floor. Release. Take your left arm up over your head, reaching. Shortening your right side and helping you to reach more with your left arm. And release. Right leg reaching down, contracting left side, release. Left arm goes up and you shorten your right side. As you do that diagonal again, right leg down, release, and then left arm up. Notice how the center of your body is doing this snake-like movement, is what Thomas described it as. Pause your movement. And now let's go around in a circle. As you're reaching your arms and legs, tune into the movement that's happening in your center using your obliques. Right arm goes up, release, left leg goes down, release, right leg goes down, release, left arm goes up. Right arm goes up. After your release, left leg can go down. Release, let your right leg go down. Release and take your left arm up. Release out of your movement, find a comfortable position, tune in and notice the effects. And let's close with that cat number 4. Sometimes when we're learning a new movement, we might overdo it, and it's just a nice way to reset things. Eleanor believed that this was one of the most beneficial somatic movements, and whenever we did practice a series of movements, she always ended with this. You're going to put your right hand behind your head, bring your left knee in. On an exhale, curl forward. You're using your abdominal muscles, and now you're using oblique muscles to turn your upper body. Aim your elbow towards your left knee. Slowly release what you contracted. Inhale and arch your spine. Exhale, come out of your arch, bring your left knee in, curl forward and turn, aim your elbow towards your knee, and slowly release. Change sides, bring your left hand to behind your head, right knee comes in. Exhale, curl forward. As you turn, you're using your left external obliques, right internal obliques. Slowly releasing those muscles and other muscles to return to neutral. Arching as you inhale, focusing on your back. Releasing all of those back muscles. And one last time, bring your right knee in, curl forward, turn, aim at your knee. Slowly release. Relax into a comfortable position. Scan your body with your mind to notice all of the new sensations. To consciously be aware of the effects that you've created in doing the movements you've been doing. When you're ready, bend your knees, ease your way onto your side. Use your arms to come up to sit. Thank yourself for taking time to practice, and know that because of the work you've done, all of your movements, and specifically movements where you're using your obliques, you'll do with a greater degree of ease and efficiency because your muscles are coordinating and cooperating at a higher level. Thank you so much for joining. Let's go Phillies!